Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sam Sarasvati Namaha. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krito Vande Bhagavando Punah Punaham Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We'll chant the 4 verses of Sadhana Panchakam together. Vedo nityam adhiyatam taduditam karma swanushtiyatam tene shasya vidhiyatam apachitihi kamye matistyajyatam papaughav paridhuyatam bhavasugha Dosho nusandhiyatam atmecha vyavasiyatam nijagrihat turnam vinirgamyatam sangasatsu vidhiyatam bhagavato bhaktir dridhadhiyatam Shandyadih parichiyatam tridhataram karmashu sandhyajyatam satvidvanupasrapyatam pratidinam tatpaduke sevyatam brahmaikaksharamardhyatam shrutishiro vakyam samakarnyatam Vakyarthascha vicharyatam Shrutishirah pakshas samashriyatam Dustarkat suviramyatam Shrudimadastarko nusandhiyatam Brahmasmi divibhavyatam Aharahar garvav parityajyatam Dehe aham matirujyatam buddhajane vadav parityajyatam kshudvyadhischa chikitsyatam pratidinam tatpyaushadham bhujyatam swadvannam natuyachyatam vidhivasat praptena santushyatam Shnadivishahyatam natu vridhavakyam samucharyatam Audasinyam abhipsyatam janakripa naishthuryamutsrijyatam. Please repeat. Ekande sughamasyatam Paratare chetas samadhiyatam Purnatma susamikshyatam Jagadidam tadbadhitam drisyatam Prakarma pravilapyatam Chidibala napyut navyuttaraishlishyataam prarabdham tviha bhujyatam adha parabrahmatmana sthiyatam. Chant together. Ekante sukhamasyatam paratare chetas samadhiyatam purnatma susamikshyatam jagadidam tadbadhitam drishyatam prakarma pravilapyatam chitibalanapyuttaraishlishyataam prarabdham tiha bhujyatamadha parabrahmatmanastiyataam. Ekante sughamasyatam paratare chetas samadhiyatam purnatma susamikshyatam jagadidam tadbadhitam drishyata. Yesterday we were discussing about the Samadhi Abhyasa. So sometimes we wonder, what is the difference between Samadhi and nididhyasana? What do you mean by Samadhi? Samadhi is, according to the Yoga Sutra, drishtuhu swarupa avasthana. What is Samadhi according to Yoga? Samadhi drashtuhu swarupa avasthana. Abidance in swarupa, one's own nature, by the drashta. Drashta, the seer. When this drashta abides in his own true nature, giving up all false identifications, that is known as Samadhi. Samadhi samatavastha jivatma paramatmanoho brahmanyeva sthitiriyasa samadhi pratyagatmanaha. What is this Samadhi? Samadhi is samatavastha. Means now we feel that we are some jivatma and there is some Brahma, some Paramatma is different. The realization, the abidance that there is no jivatma, there is only Paramatma. Brahma eva asti. Brahmanyeva sthiti. I am that supreme consciousness. I am not an individual consciousness. I am that supreme consciousness alone. Brahmanyeva sthitihi. Even when we are living in this body, we realize that we are that supreme consciousness alone. This experience of oneness with the Supreme is known as Samadhi. Tasyeva kalpanahinam swarupagrahanam hiyat. Kalpanahinam, there is no more meditations, no more thoughts, but swarupagrahanam, abidance in our own swarupa, swarupa, the true nature. That is Samadhi. Drashtuhu swarupa avasthana. What is the difference between Samadhi and this nididhyasana. The difference between nididhyasana and samadhi, nididhyasana is a practice, samadhi is an experience. If not, we cannot even call it an experience, because to call something as an experience, there should be an experiencer. But in samadhi, there is no experiencer. The experiencer and the experienced, everything becomes one. So, in nididhyasana, triputi is there. What do you mean by triputi? We have heard this word before also. Triputi means three factors in any action. If you want to accomplish any kind of action, whether it is in the physical level or verbal level or in mental level, intellectual level, there should be three factors. In physical level, there should be a karta, a doer. And there should be a karyam, something to be accomplished. And then kriya, an action. So karta should be there, karyam should be there, kriya should be there. In the physical level. In the verbal level, there should be a vakta, a speaker. And there is something which we have to say, vachyam. Something which we want to express. Vachyam should be there. And vachana kriya, speaking should be there. So there is a speaker, there is something which we want to express, and there is a action of speaking. In our mental level, in our intellectual level, there is a jnata, the one who want to know. Jneyam, the one who want to, that which we want to know. Jnata, jneyam and jnana kriya. That action of knowing. Knower, the known and knowing. And when we come to spiritual level, then there is dhyata, dhyeyam and dhyanam. The one who is meditating, the meditator is meditating upon which, that is known as dhyeya, and an action of dhyanam. So in nididhyasana, this triputi is there. Which triputi is there? Not kartadi. Dhyata, dhyeyam, dhyanam is there. In samadhi, there is no triputi. There is no dhyata, dhyanam, dhyeyam. There is no karma there. In triputi, dhyeyamatra avasthita. In samadhi, what is samadhi? Only dhyeyam, Brahma alone is there. This aham, Brahma, aham Brahma asmi. That dhyata who is meditating, asmi, that meditation, that all disappear into Brahman alone, Dhyeyam alone. That's why Dhyeya Matra Avasthitam. The state where the Dhyeya, that which is meditated alone, exists. There's no more Aham Brahmasmi, only Brahma alone. So that state of Triputi Laya, going beyond the Triputi, where there is no more any kind of action, that is known as Samadhi. So that is the first difference of nididhyasana and Samadhi. In nididhyasana, Triputi is present. In Samadhi, Triputi is not there. Only Dhyeyam is there. Now, the second difference between nididhyasana and samadhi is, in nididhyasana, there is still an effort. Still an effort of, technically, sajatiya vritti pravaha. What is sajatiya vritti pravaha? Continuous thought of one thought. What is that? Aham Brahma Asmi. So there is a continuous effort. There is an effort. In the beginning, when we start our nididhyasana practice, mind is not ready. We have to tell the mind, we have to meditate that Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. So we are trying to keep one thought in nididhyasana. In samadhi, it is a state. It is not a practice. So there is no more thoughts. When the nididhyasana becomes matures, the result of nididhyasana is samadhi, where there is no more thoughts presence. Not even aham brahmasmi thought. That thought also merges. So in nididhyasana, there is a sajadiya vritti pravaha. In samadhi, there is no vritti at all. There is no vritti. Vritti means a kind of action, a kind of visualization. It is not a visualization, samadhi. Samadhi is a anubhava. It's like all of us, deep within, we all know that we are that Supreme Brahman. We all know that we are human being and not Supreme Brahman. So there is no doubt. We don't have to tell every day, I am a human being, I am a human being. Think about that. Morning, getting up, and then we do not know who we are. Then we have to tell. We have to take a book. What is it? Okay. I am a human being. It's not needed. Why? We know intrinsically that we are a human being. If we feel something else, then we have to see a psychiatrist. We don't have to, remind ourselves that we are a human being. What is samadhi? Samadhi is same kind of a avastha where we don't feel that we are a human being. We know that we are that Supreme Brahman. See, there's no need to remind us each and every moment that we are a human being. Do we? We say, naturally we know. Like that, when we start to naturally feel that I am that Supreme Consciousness, that is Samadhi, where there is no pravritti. There is not even a thought involved. When we do the nididhyasana, sometime we have to put our mind, we have to think that Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. Sometimes it naturally also happens. When we are continuously in that thought, after some time we don't have to do it, it becomes effortless action. But even though Aham Brahmasmi is an effortless action, it is still an action. And in Samadhi, even Aham Brahmasmi vritti dissolves. When we are doing the nididhyasana, one vritti remains, with effort or without effort. That is Aham Brahmasmi. I am that Brahman. And in Samadhi, even that vritti means mental modification. When we hear the vritti means a thought, a mental modification is there in nididhyasana. In Samadhi, even that Aham Brahmasmi vritti also dissolves. So, basically, nididhyasana is a contemplation and samadhi is a anubhuti, as an experience. Nididhyasana, nitaram dhyatum icha, the desire to, merge into that supreme consciousness. But in samadhi, it is not a dhyatum icha or anything, it's a swarupena avastitihi. We abide, in that, our true nature, which is supreme consciousness. So, this is what indicated by the first, 4 advice. Bhagavan, ekante sukhamasyatam, paratare chetas samadhiyatam, purnatma susamikshyatam, jagadidam tadbadidam darsyata. Samadhi abhyasa. Paratare chetas samadhiyatam. The chetas, our intellect, become one with the Supreme. Then what we see is Purnatma, not Aham, only Brahma. We susamikshyatam, we experience the Purnatma. Then Jagat idam, then there is no more world. Idam Jagat tadbadhidam drishyatam. Only the Satchidanandatma is there. This entire universe is falsified. Gone. So this is the Samadhi Anubhava, Abhyasa Anubhava. Now comes some doubts in our heart. The first doubt is, why all this? See, if I am that supreme consciousness, why I feel that I am a jiva? Why I start this whole thing? It's a very valid question, but there is no answer. What? There's no answer in Vedanta. When a child of 4 or 5 years old, we take him to the seashore. With great effort, he builds a castle there. With the sand on the seashore, he makes a big, huge, beautiful fort and castle and all that. If we go near it, he'll shout at us, please don't come near me. So beautiful. Then he collects some shells and then decorate it and all that. Sometimes hours together, he's only doing that. After some time, you will see that he himself just destroys it. He got bored. Ho gaya abhi. Now, if you ask the child, why you made this castle with so much of effort? Kyun? I want to play. That's a play. So the child took so much of time and effort to build the castle, to decorate it, to protect it. At the end, he himself destroys that. If you ask the child, what a foolish person you are, that is known as Leela. A play, a game. Only a child knows the joy of it. We forgot. We also might have done that, but we forgot. So, Vedanta if you ask Vedanta, why this all? Kyun? Brahma Sutra says, Tattu Leela Kaivalya Nyayat. How a child takes so much of time and effort to build this, in his play, and then he destroys like that. Sadeva somya idamagrasid na anyat kinchana mishat sa aikshata bahusyam prajayet. Only Supreme Consciousness was there. Nothing else was there. You cannot say one day because the time has not started. He wished that let me become many. Bahusyam prajayeya, let me become many. And he became many. Why? He want to play. You think about, hello, you alone is there in this entire universe. Nothing is happening. How much you can sleep? Or how much you can meditate? So he wished, let me become many. So he became many. He existed in different names and forms. One day he felt that enough is enough. He goes back into his own true self. That's it. Leela kaivalya nyayat. There's no other explanation possible. Why Atma has to become, Jiva. There is a great philosophy known as Kashmira Shaivism. There also, if you want whenever you get some times, very beautifully they explain why. Prakasha and Vimarsha. See, why a singer want to sing? Ask a singer, why he or she want to sing? Is it because he want to get some money or anything? No, not that, okay? They sing for money, that's something else. It's not that only when she has to, no, she sings. If you ask a cuckoo bird, why the cuckoo bird is singing? If you ask a, artist, why he want to draw, want to paint? If you ask a dancer, why he is dancing? Why a tree is giving fruit? It is the nature. It is the nature of self. The self is sometimes want to, do the creation. It want to express. This is known as prakash. That's a desire. Sometime, not always. It's not that a singer should always sing or a dancer should always dance. No. Sometime a kind of joy, too much of joy comes to her heart, and that joy express as whatever. Why a poet is able to write? She should ask anything, any creative thing. The real reason of the creation is the inner joy. That inner joy we want to express. That's the creation. My God, if inner joy is this world, why so much of chaos, so much of suffering, so much of sadness? Because, see, please understand, if you want to go and see a movie, if in the movie, from the beginning to the end, only people are laughing, what will be that movie? Think about, you are going and sitting in a theater, everybody is laughing from the beginning to the end. You can't even sit for 2 hours or anything. You will, within 5 minutes, you will get bored and will go out. See, we created this drama, you see. This is a drama. In this drama, there should be, there should be heroes and heroines and then villains and all should be there. Navarasatmakam jagat. Why the creation so that the creator can enjoy the navrasa, the all 9 moods, happiness, joy, anger, frustration, all that. We want to just enjoy. How we see a movie. See, what Vedanta is trying to tell us is this much only. Please understand that Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam Nijandargatam. This entire world, all the world is a stage. Men and women are mere players. But that men and women are not different from me. I am the villain, I am the hero, I am the heroine, I am the joker, everything. And enjoy. The moment we get detached from this, we enjoy the movie. The moment we get attached with the movie, we suffer. What is Vedanta trying to tell us? Sometimes people ask us, why? Just to make us help to understand that this entire thing is a movie. See that. Experience it. Enjoy. This enjoyment is not the enjoyment of the world. Anand. Nandati, Nandati, Nandateva. Always. Yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangavihit. Yasya brahmani ramate chittam. Nandati, Nandati, Nandateva. In and through, he enjoys the play. Vedanta will help us to get detached from these wrong identifications. Understand that this is just a play going on. Enjoy it. Don't get involved. That's all. So, we have done this, Samadhi Abhyasa. Now, kya hoga? What will happen to us after this Samadhi? It's a big question. How are we going to live? Whether is that Samadhi happens and we'll die? Is that what will happens? Then I don't want to enjoy Samadhi. The moment I enjoy Samadhi and then I am dead. No. What happens after Samadhi Anubhava? That is the advice of the coming 3 Upadeshas. It is about our karma. Our entire life is because of our karma. Karma, the word Sanskrit karma word has many different levels of understandings. The word karma in Sanskrit, it cannot be translated into one word in English because in different places karma means different things. Because sometimes people don't understand this, they get really confused with the word karma. Okay, simplest meaning of karma is action. Karma karo, kuch karma karo. In Hindi what they call as kaam. Okay, kuch kaam karo na. Kuch karma karo, kuch action. Do something. So that is the simplest meaning. Karma means action. Now, karma is not only action. Karma means object. Karta, karma, kriya. In the language, the science of language, karma means an object. Aham pushpam pashyami. Aham, subject. Pashyami, I am seeing, is the kriya. What? What do you see? Pushpam. That is karma. So the second meaning of karma Karma means what? Action. Object. First meaning is an action. Second meaning is an object. There are many, many other meanings. Now the third meaning which is, which involves our study is karma means vasana, imprint, samskara. Karma is, when we are talking about karma siddhanta, that karma is not an action. Karma is the result of action. Not the external result, the internal result of an action. When we perform a karma, an imprint is made deep within. When we repeat the same karma of kind of that karma, that imprint, that vasana gets stronger and stronger, and that becomes a samskara. So vasana, samskara. Karma leads to vasana. Repeated vasana will change into samskara. These samskaras are the cause of all our experiences. So when I am doing some action and samskara is created, and first vasana is created, as repeatedly when I do that, it becomes a samskara, and that samskara becomes the core of jiva's existence, known as karana sharira. We discussed that we have three different layers of bodies. One is known as sthula. We'll study that in detail when we go to Tattvabodha, etc. So karana sharira, the causal body, is mainly made up of all the samskaras. Sometimes they use the word vasana for samskara, but there is a subtle difference between a vasana and samskara. Vasana is something which is, produced immediately. But then when we repeat it, this vasanas become samskara. Samskaras are stronger. Okay? Vasana actually means fragrance. Okay? You had nice sambar. After that, if you smell your hands, you have there's this fragrance of the sambar, isn't it? But you just wash it with some soap, it's gone. The vasanas are can eradicate vasanas easily. But the samskaras are not like that. Samskaras are deep-rooted. Not like just by washing something can be removed. Samskaras become, but sometimes in the Shastra, they use the word vasana to indicate samskara. Or sometimes they use samskara to indicate vasana. But theoretically, the vasanas and samskaras, this is a little different. One only, but samskaras are much more deep-rooted. Vasanas are not that much, little more superficial, which is easy for us to handle. Now, the entire karma siddhanta is based on three concepts. One is known as sanchita karma. What do you mean by sanchita karma? Means all those samskaras which we have gathered in many births. How many births we do not know. So many births we have gathered so many samskaras. The total aggregate of this entire samskaras put together is known as our sanchitam. The asset. The asset we all have accumulated through millions of lives. Okay, it's like this. Suppose a person have 10 million rupees or wealth, 10 million rupees are there with him. That is his asset. He thought, oh, today is Deepavali, tomorrow I will start a new business. So from the 10 million rupees, he takes 1 million rupees and then start a business. And when he is doing that business, he earns 2 million rupees. So that 10 million was there. From that 1 million is taken, there's no 9 is only there. With this 1, he makes 2. The end, when he closes his book, what is his asset? 11 million is his asset. Like that, the entire asset of all of us, all the samskaras put together, is known as sanchita karma. With that, we have taken 1 million and started our new life. That is known as prarabdha. Prakarshena arabdha. It's already started. We can't do anything with it. And with this prarabdha karma, what we accumulate in this life and will be added to our sanchita, and that will become our future lives. That is known as agami. So, sanchitam is asset, prarabdha is the capital, agami is the profit, which will be added to the sanchita, to the asset, and will cause our next business. Like that, so whatever karma I have acquired in different lives, that put together is known as sanchita karma. Now with what this life is going on, that is known as prarabdha karma. With this life, what we are acquiring, what will be put into our sanchita and will cause the coming lives is known as agami. This way, sometimes we wonder that there are people in the world who are doing lots of, wrong karma. They are doing all kinds of mischief. They are doing all kinds of crimes. But then we think, it's we thinking, okay? We think that they are all living very happily. And those good people are suffering. This is a question always come to our mind. Vedanta answers that, see, this person who is the Gunda chief now, he has started his prarabdha. In that prarabdha, he is supposed to enjoy all these kinds of power and politics and wealth and comforts. That's what his prarabdha is. But with this prarabdha, what he is accumulating is terrible karmas, which will take him into, my God, we do not know what things are there. Because we can't see, you see, our vision is only this much. And then with this vision, we want to know the entire thing. So we think, oh, this God there's no God. Why? Good people are suffering and bad people are enjoying. A bad person is enjoying now is because of his prarabdha. But with prarabdha, what he is accumulating is, we do not know. Sometimes we see, children are born with such, they are with deformities or, they suffer. Sometimes we wonder why the child has not done any papa. Oh Lord, the child is not done any wrong thing. Then why that child is suffering? Oh my dear foolish man, you only see what is, in your eyes. What happened? We do not know. Maybe the child came just to, settle his accounts. Whatever papa karma done knowingly, unknowingly, he just want to settle and go back. So this is the base of karma siddhanta. Prarabdha, sanchita, agami. Now Bhagavan, he is giving us tips about how to handle prarabdha, agami and sanchita after realization of true self. Prakarma pravilapyatam chitibalat napyuttarai shlishyatam prarabdham tiha bhujyatam. Chitibalat, that is the key word. Chitibalat prakarma pravilapyatam. Chitibalat. Chitibalat, chit, bodha. Chitibalat, with the power of awareness. No, atma vijnana balena. See, we have only, tadbadidam, purnatma susamikshatam. I am that supreme consciousness. This has experienced. With that chitibala, with that power of consciousness, that atma vijnana balena, vijnana, direct experience. You will see two words, in Gita also will see that, jnana vijnana yogaha. Jnana is information, knowledge. Vijnana is experiential knowledge. Jnana is an information. Vijnana is an experience. So, Atma Vijnana Balena, that's the meaning of Chiti Balat. With the help of the realization of the self, Chiti Balat, what we should do? Prakarma. Prakarma means Sanjita Karma. Prakarma, all that karma we have, accumulated in different lives. Pravilapyatam, pradahyatam, completely destroy. We can completely destroy our sanchita karma with the help of Atma Sakshatkara, realization of the self. How is that possible? It is possible because the karma is attached to karta. When there is a doer, when there is doership in our mind, that doership, that kartrutva, bhoktrutva, I am the doer and I am the enjoyer, this feeling, this is the connection, this is the connecting link to our sanchita karma. The moment a person understands that I am not the karta or bhokta, I am not a doer or enjoyer, I am the supreme consciousness, the connection is lost. And entire sanchita karma is destroyed. See, why this bulb is able to give a light? Because it is connected. The moment the connection is connection disconnected, there's no more light. It doesn't mean that electricity is not there. Electricity is there. But the connection is not there. So what is that which connects us with our sanchita karma? Our kartrutva buddhi. I am the doer. The doership is that which connects us with the sanchita karma. With atma jnana, chitibala, Kartrutva buddhi is destroyed. When there is no kartrutva buddhi, there is no bhoktrutva buddhi. When there is no doership, there is no enjoyership. Who is there to enjoy? So, the jivatva, what is jivatva? In that, as long as jivatva is there, so long everything is there. What is jivatva? That's identification with body, mind and intellect and senses. We think that we are this, there is something, body is there, this my body, I am a body, my life, all that I-ness, minus, mama and aham. This is jivatva, ahankara and mamakara, I and mine. And the moment the jivatva is destroyed, jnanagni sarvakarmani bhasmasat kurute Arjuna. One says in Gita, jnanagni, the fire of experiential knowledge that burns all our sanchita karma. Oh, so aneka janma samprapta karma bandha vidahine atmajnana pradhanena. Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama. Atmajnana pradhana. With giving us the direct experience of ourselves. Aneka janma samprapta karma bandha. The karma which we have accumulated in millions of life. Everything is burned like that. Gone. This is a Upanishadic mantra says, Bhidyade Hrudaya Grandhihi Chidyande Sarva Samsayaha Kshiyande Chasya Karmani Tasmin Drishte Paravare. The moment somebody realizes that supreme truth, Bhidyade Hrudaya Grandhihi, his Hrudaya Grandhi is broken. What is this Hrudaya Grandhi? Jivattu Buddhi. I am the doer. I am the enjoyer. Kartrutva bhoktrutva buddhi. And once that Hridaya Grandhi is destroyed, there is no more any doubt whether I am a Jiva or Paramatma. And Kshiyande Chasya Karmani, all his prarabdha and all his sanchita and agami will be destroyed. Bhikshiyande cha asya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. So, his prarabdha, his sanchita is gone. See, be careful, okay? If you want to keep your asset, please don't meditate on Brahman. Because entire assets will be destroyed. Not only freezed, it will be destroyed. You can't get it back. Gone. And what about, now see, we are living in the world. Even after realization also we are in the world. We are eating, drinking, we are talking to people, we are sleeping. Then karma is happening. So uska kya hoga? See, when you are doing any action, of course, the samskaras are created. What will happen to that? Even after the realization of Brahman, when I am Jivan Mukta is in the world, and what will happen to them? Chidibalat uttaraihi apinaslishyatam. Because of the Chidibala, because of this Atma Vijnana, he is not connected with all his agami karma. Why? Because there is no kartrutva buddhi. Things are happening. Jo ho raha hai, wo ho raha hai. Whatever is happening, it's happening. See, that is the difference between a Mahatma and us. A Mahatma, we may think that the Mahatma is doing so much. You see, all the great things which is happening in this world only because of Mahatmas. But that Mahatma never feels that something is happening. We think that he is doing, he never feels that he is any karta bhokta. He understands If something is happening through him, that is Ishvara Icha. I am not doing this. The Lord is doing His work through me. I am just an instrument. See, with one stick, okay, we were playing drums. With the same stick, we are beating another person. The judge called the stick. Make this stick burn. Why? The stick is, did a crime. Do we do that? Maybe in some barbarians and then, foolish people will do. But the stick by itself has not that because the stick played the drum so well, you give a prize to the stick. Or because the stick, somebody used the stick to hit somebody, you don't punish the stick because stick has nothing to do. It is just an instrument. So, after the realization, after this Jiva Brahmaikyanubhuti, what will happen to our Agami karma? What Agami karma? The Agami karma is created because I am doing this. With this sense of doership alone, Agami karma can be created. Because that feeling itself is not there. There's no Agami karma. Chitibalat uttaraihi api naslishyata. So there is no prarabdha, there is no Agami. No. What about that? There is no sanchida, there is no Agami. What about prarabdha? See, prarabdha is the karma by which we have started our life. It is like an arrow which is released from the bow. Now, we cannot, the arrow is already released. Afterwards, we saw that we were actually aiming at a tiger, and then we saw that now the tiger has gone. In that place, then a cow is standing. And we go and then catch it. No, it's released. Like that, the karma which we are all going through now, it is prarabdham. Prakarshena arabdham. What is the meaning of prarabdha? Prakarshena arabdham means already started and which cannot be stopped. That's the word of pra. Arabdha means started. But there is a upasarga, pra. A suffix is there, pra. What is that meaning of that pra? Arabdha is started and which cannot be stopped. So, all of us has to go through this prarabdha. That's why we see the Mahatmas, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, they also went through different things. Cancer was there. So we may think that why they are suffering, if they are realized masters, why they are, it is the prarabdha of the sharira. Prarabdham tiha bhujyadam. Enjoy the prarabdha. Joga voga. See, we are seeing a movie, and in the movie there are different scenes, good and bad and happy and sad. Things will happen. Just enjoy. You see, bhujyadam is given here. Bhujyadam means what? Enjoy the prarabdha. How? Sakshi bhavena. How can we enjoy the prarabdha? If we are involved in prarabdha, we can't. Sakshi bhavena. No? As, they selected you for a drama. And in the drama, in first scene, you are coming as the king. Second scene, the same king is coming as a soldier. Third scene, he is coming as a beggar. Oh my God. Kya ho gaya? Jo raja tha, abhi to wo, beggar ho gaya. Is that how we feel? No, it's all. We try to, act the best way as king also, soldier also, as a beggar also. Isn't it? Like that, bhujyata. Enjoy. Wow, jo hona hai, wo hoga hi. To kya? Whatever is to happen, let it happen. Let me just be a witness to this. Good and bad, high and low. Ninda and stuti. Death and birth. It's nothing for me. Death and birth is for the body. Joy and sorrow is for the mind. Understanding as not understanding is for our intellect. Yes, to inka kaam hai. Mujhe kya hai? These are all belongs to all of them. Let them. And I am the one who is seeing everything. Somebody is worshipping us, somebody is criticizing us, somebody is giving us so much of joy, somebody is giving us so much of sorrow. Today it is, I'm so low, I'm so everything. Today is Deepavali, tomorrow will be that. Just enjoy. But don't get attached. Vritti sakshi bhavena. Just remain as a witness. Go through the different experiences which we have to go through our life, but never get entangled with them. Never always understand that this is just a play. Prarabdham tiha bhujyatam adham tiha bhujyatam adha parabrahmatmana stiyatam. So I am not this body, mind or intellect or anything. Then who am I? I am that supreme consciousness. Atha. Atha is Mangalavachi. Omkarascha adhashabdascha dvavedau brahmana pura kandham bhitva viniryato tasmad mangalika ubhav. Atha shabda is a Mangala shabda. Om adha, Om adha, Om adha. So we are completing the text with the shabda atha. Or atha means afterwards. Afterwards means jivan mukti avasthayam videha mukti paryandam. Once we realize our true nature, and as long as the body is there, we live in the body and then enjoy the prarabdhas. And when the day comes to fall this body, let the body fall. Nothing is happening to me. I am not the one who is dying. I am that supreme consciousness. Until then, Parabrahmatmana stiyatam. Remain as I am that supreme consciousness. I am that amatra chaturtha avyavahadyaha prapanjopashamaha shivaha advaitaha. I am that supreme Anandarupi. Ahu, ahu, ahu. Ahamannam, ahamannam, ahamannam. Ahamannado, ahamannado, ahamannadaha. Ahagusloka krita, ahagusloka krita, ahagusloka krita. Ahamasmi Brahma, ahamasmi. And that supreme consciousness, which is the nature of absolute consciousness, existence, bliss. No death, no birth, no sufferings. These are all for the body, mind and intellect. I am the Sakshi of all this. Stiyatam. Always remain in that Aham Brahmasmi Anubhuti. That is the supreme goal of our life. That is only in this human life it is possible. If we can realize that, iha cheda vedid hada satyamasti, na chaiha vedid mahato vinashti. We can realize, we can experience this supreme in this life. Our life is successful. If not, we'll try again. ഓം പൂർണ്ണമദഃ പൂർണ്ണമിദം പൂർണ്ണാത് പൂർണ്ണമുദച്യത്തെ പൂർണ്ണസ്യ പൂർണ്ണമാദായ പൂർണ്ണമേവാവശിഷ്യത്തെ. ഓം ശാന്തി ശാന്തി ശാന്തി. ഹരി ഓം ശ്രീ ഗുരുഭ്യോ നമഃ. ഹരി ഓം.